Hello, I am Lindell. Welcome to my yoga channel. This video focuses on quads and hip flexors, so if you feel tight in the front of the thighs and hips, then the following deep stretches may help you. Grab a couple of pillows for padding and settle down in a comfortable seated position. Keep the head and spine upright. Soften the forehead, the eyelids, the jaw. Relax the shoulders, the hands, the belly. Rest the buttocks, the legs, the feet. Open the eyes. Come lie on the belly. Open the legs comfortably apart. Bend the right leg and grab ankle or foot. Gently press the foot down until a mild stretch is felt along the quads in the front of the thigh. Stay here or lift the torso higher up, leaning on the left forearm. This variation may add to the intensity of the stretch along the front body and add pressure in the lower back. Some of you may prefer to lift the torso even higher and rest on the left hand. Avoid if the pressure in the lower back is too intense or if you feel strained or restless. Hold any of the two previous expressions or continue exploring. Place a pillow or two under the right thigh and bend the leg again, pushing the foot down. Rest the head and torso on the ground. The last variation that may give you a quad and hip flexor stretch is lifting the torso off the ground by leaning on the forearm, maybe even on the palm of the hand. Not all of the four may work for you. It is okay if you are still in the first expression. What counts is that you are in a posture that fits your unique body. slowly release the pose you're in. Let's explore the variations on the second side. With the legs comfortably apart, go ahead and bend the left leg. Reach back with the left hand to grab ankle or foot. Hold this expression, pushing the left foot down, or lift the torso higher. Lean on the right forearm or maybe even on the right palm. Stay here, go back to the previous expression, or explore further by resting the left thigh on top of a couple of pillows. Bend the leg and slowly push the foot down. The torso can be down on the floor. Relax the muscles of the leg, the buttocks, and the belly. If none of the previous shapes works for you, try to lift the torso up in combination with the supported thigh. Never push yourself into postures. Stay aware of the sensations you are feeling. Holding a mild stretch for longer will benefit the connective tissue more. It's time to come out of the posture, slowly. Let's try out different expressions of dragon pose to find a quad and hip flexor stretch. From all fours, step the right foot to the front. Pat the left knee with a pillow if necessary. Keep the torso upright, but allow the hips to sink down. Look for a gentle stretch over the front of the left thigh and hip. Adapt the stance accordingly. Stay here if you feel enough of a stretch in the front of the left thigh and hip, or bend the back leg. Keep the leg in bend position with the help of one of the hands. Know that you can extend the leg again at any moment. A third possibility is to twist the upper body to the right, keeping the back leg straight. Feel free to adapt the stance of the feet. Lean on the left forearm or palm of the hand. Keep the heart lifted. A last variation of dragon pose in which some of you may find a quad and hip flexor stretch is the combo of the twist with the bent leg. Feel free to return to any previous expression of dragon pose or to release the pose earlier. Take your time to ease out of dragon pose. Let's go through these variations on the second side. Now step the left foot forward. Remember, the focus is to find a stretch over the front of the right thigh and hip. Choose an appropriate stance of the feet. Keep the upper body upright to not lose the quad and hip flexor stretch. Hold the straight leg version or try to bend the back leg. If you've lost the stretch or didn't find it yet, you may want to explore dragon pose further by extending the back leg and twisting the torso to the left. Lean on the right forearm or hand. Keep the heart lifted. Finally, some of you may prefer to bend the back leg while keeping the spinal twist. If any of these variations cause pain, back off and go to a neutral resting pose of your choice. Slowly release dragon pose. Let's explore the last pose in this quad and hip flexor series. Half saddle pose. Start from kneeling. Point the left knee up. Slowly lower the torso down and hold the position in which you feel a mild stretch along right quads, maybe hip flexors. The left knee can stay up, but the leg can also be extended, or the bent knee can rest down on the ground. If available to you, lower the torso completely down. Again, see if you prefer lowering the left knee down or straightening the left leg out. Another way some of you may find a quad and hip flexor stretch is to add a back bend by arching the back. Hold any of previous options or try out the next possibility. With the torso down and a neutral spine, bend the left knee and squeeze the left thigh towards the chest. Stay gentle with the body. Expect to feel an additional stretch over the groin in this variation. Release half saddle pose, very slowly. Now repeat half saddle on the left side. We'll start by leaning the torso just enough backward so that a light pulling is felt in the front of the left thigh and maybe front of the left hip. Slowly lower the upper body down if available to you. Remember, the way the right leg is positioned can impact the sensations felt in the target area of quads and hip flexors of the left thigh. Maybe you'll have to arch the spine to find the stretch. Maybe you prefer to return to an earlier version of half saddle. Listen to the signals of the body. If sharp pain is felt, slowly come out of the pose completely. Another variation of half saddle that may work for some of you is when the second leg is bent and the knee squeezed into the chest. It's time to release half saddle. Stay for a couple of moments in corpse pose to rest and to observe the effect of the previous postures. Rest for as long as you need. I hope this video was helpful for those of you with tight quads or hip flexors. Ask your questions or leave a comment. Thank you for practicing with me.